up, fans? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another quick spoiler-free review of The Conjuring Last Rites, coming up right now, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. Alright guys, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Boom! Now, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you share with your friends, and also hit that bell for notifications as well. It does help the channel out, and if you're new here, welcome, sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. And I would kindly appreciate if you guys do hit that subscribe button, because I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so let's make that happen, folks. The Conjuring Last Rites. Michael Chavez returns back to direct. Once again, I think this is the third Conjuring film he's done. First it was La Llorona, then it was The Conjuring 3, Devil Made Me Do It, I think that's what it's called, and this one, Last Rites. So, this is meant to be the finale of the Ed and Lorraine Warren story and all that stuff. The fictional Ed and Lorraine Warren story, not the shitty people in real life. So, alright, let's get on to the story. Basically, a family just got a haunted mirror, and they got a demon haunting them and all that stuff. And of course, you know, spook scares and everything like that. It's like the Philadelphia, I think the Philadelphia case or something like that. And so they try to contact the Warrens, you know, and all that stuff. And something happens. So then Judy Warren, the daughter, she goes off and she has this thing with her boyfriend that they're getting engaged and all that stuff, which is pretty nice. Well, also like the mirror basically harkens back to like one of their first few cases when the Warrens were younger. So they encountered that mirror before. And that's the case that they not ever returned. So now it's up for them to face that mirror once again. Alright then, that was my plots enough to film. Now let's get on to the review. So I was looking forward to this film. Actually, I can consider myself a fan of the Conjuring franchise. More of a casual fan, because after Conjuring 2, that's when the franchise kind of dipped a bit. As much as I love the first two Conjuring films, I actually love Annabelle Creation. I get a kick out of Comes Home, and I do have a soft spot for La Llorona since, you know, I'm Mexican American, and that kind of very hits home to me. So the rest were, I like Annabelle, the first one fine, but the Nun movies, in my opinion, they're just garbage. They really are garbage. The Nun 2 is the worst one, I think. And I did review the third movie. I was looking back at it now, rewatching it. This hasn't aged well for me. It's a decent movie. So with this one, overall, guys, I think this one's decent. Okay. Thank goodness I got some time for me to think about it, but it's better than the last one because I feel that you got more heart in this movie, especially with the Warrens here, the fictional Warrens here, you know, played by, once again, one last time by Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson. Their chemistry is amazing. The Warrens, there's a lot of moments where this movie, you really feel the family dynamic, the heart, and how they love each other. And even I went to pretty much a near-packed theater, and a lot of us were like, "Aww," like that throughout the movie, which was nice. The one thing, I'm mostly here to see the Warrens' final outing, and overall, I was satisfied, even though I think the end, how they actually say goodbye, it's a bit kind of half-assed. But it's also ruined by end text, but I'll get to that later actually, to my rant on the movie. And no, but I love the chemistry between, of course, Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. They still got it, and I think they get better and better throughout the movie, especially since the last one, how like Ed kind of suffered a heart attack and he's vulnerable, and how Lorraine had to be there for him and all that stuff. Here, it's kind of the same situation, but much better. You know, Ed is a bit more strong here, but then again, the stakes are raised with their daughter, Judy Warren, and she's actually great and all that stuff. I love that so much. I love how the beginning, how like it goes from her childbirth and then just throughout the years, and I just love the dynamic with the family. And also her boyfriend, he was great too. I love the character dynamic. The moments were like, it's just dramatic, but in a good way, with light drama with comedy with the Warrens. That is amazing too. I even enjoyed the family here. The family, I really enjoy them. They're relatable, they're fun, they crack some jokes and all that stuff. I love the family there. Well, then we'll get to the rant there. And some of the scares, they're well used. The cinematography, I think, is the best from the direction that Michael Chavez has. And also, yeah, the scares, there are some scares that did get me. So it's a fun, I gotta say, mostly this film is fun. I think it's a very fun film. And I will look forward to getting it one day on home video. But it's a fun romp film that you just there to enjoy. So overall, guys, that's pretty average, kind of average, above average. The score is all right, but yeah. And I saw this movie on IMAX, and the highlights, like the mirror scenes, that's a pretty good scene. A lot of the highlights, the screen did expand into 1.90 by 1 aspect ratio. If you guys ever get a chance to watch this movie on IMAX, I highly recommend it. Now, let's get on to my rant. At the end, as much as I enjoyed the family like dynamic, The story, that's where my problem is with the film. I know, for me, if you're there for the scares, you're not really gonna get that. It gets some time to build up. There's some scares sprinkled in throughout, but if you're there for the scares, you're not gonna be really satisfied because they kind of get sidelined just a little bit more. Also, the doll Annabelle shows up for no reason, just for I don't know, fan service and all that shit. And they do something with her, but I'm not gonna spoil it, but they do something cool with her, but they don't go nothing with that whatsoever at the end of that thing they do. And the family, the Pennsylvania family, they get sidelined throughout the second act. Like, they hardly show up in the second act, and you kind of forget that they're in this movie. I mean, as much as I'm here for the Warrens, and if you're there for the Warrens, you're gonna get a lot of that. But the problem with that is that you sideline the family, and then once the third act happens, that's when they all unite. Like, the Warrens help out the family. Unlike the first two movies, and I would say a little bit of the third movie, you'll get a chance to see the Warrens interact and spend time with the family throughout the majority of the runtime. Here, it felt like half-assed. I'm serious. It's like the first two acts, they don't interact with each other until like Judy runs away, without spoiling much. She runs away in the third act, and then just to help out because something calls her. I'm not gonna spoil much, but if I spoil too much, then it's gonna just, everything's gonna be spoiled. But yeah, something calls her and all that stuff, the demon, and then yeah, that's when they interact. They don't have enough screen time, the family, and not enough screen time together with the Warrens, and that is one of my big issues and all that stuff with this film. With that, one of my big issues. So yeah, the chemistry is just not really there, and also the climax. As much as the climax is fun, it does some cool stuff and intense scenes. It's overall okay. It's overall fine, but my biggest issue with this film is the end text. It's one of those things where, like, you know how like the movie ends with text and like those yellow text and all that stuff, which I'm glad they always bring back. That's a cool motif. So their motif is to like, bring back the aftermath of the family or just the case and all that stuff. Well, they also, like, since this is supposed to be the outing of the Warrens, and pretty sure they're gonna go, they're gonna continue probably with Judy Warren and all that stuff. We'll see about that. Then again, in my opinion, I don't believe in this stuff, so yeah. But then again, speaking of that, what I don't like is that they try to glorify. I mean, it's throughout the whole franchise, but here I think it was kind of disgusting how they try to like defend and kind of glorify the Warrens about, well, they may be controversial, but they were pioneers in the spirit thing, which, like, no, they didn't. There were people doing this before they came in the picture. And also, the Warrens are shitty people. In my opinion, they're terrible people. They are con artists. They took advantage of people's physical health, and mental health and all that stuff. And there are some SA allegations at Ed Warren from one of his clients or one of his employees. So yeah, they're terrible people and all that stuff, and that's why I separate the real life Warrens from this Warrens, because the Warrens, in my opinion, these are the fictional Warrens, and I prefer these fictional Warrens over the real Warrens. In my opinion, they're terrible people. They're con artists. They're scumbags, and I don't care about the whole but Lorraine will call blah 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 and then make sure you're okay, blah blah blah, and they try to defend them and all that stuff, but it's like, no, they're terrible people. In my opinion, that's just me. They're shitty people, and it's been debunked many times, their cases. It's been debunked many times. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't believe in this stuff. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in the spirit stuff, but I love horror films. It still fascinates me to this very day. I mean, I did grow up Catholic after all and all that stuff. So, yeah, overall, guys, yeah, that's the one thing that left a sour taste in my mouth, is that it's kind of like the movie Midway, how they tries to honor the terrible, like, the Japanese garrisons that committed all these war crimes. It's kind of like that, how they dedicated the film to the Japanese soldiers that committed war crimes. Midway, it's like that. That's how I kind of felt of this movie. Hopefully I'm making sense of the whole Midway. If you guys know what I'm talking about, yeah. No, really, it's just, yeah, it left a sour taste in my mouth. So overall, guys, this movie, it's okay. It's better than the last Conjuring film, but it's not great, or it's not, yes, I would say it's good. I had a fun time, but overall, guys, it's all right. It's a good outing for the Warrens, but overall, as an overall film, it's just mid. So with that, I will give The Conjuring Last Rites a solid 3 out of 5 stars. So that is my review for The Conjuring Last Rites. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys so much for watching my video. So let me know down in the comment section down below what you guys think of The Conjuring The Last Rites. I would love to know. Please let me know down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your opinions on it. So this is Javi from JAVIWOOD Productions signing off, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show.